What's up, everybody? We are finally getting to Nero the Young Knight here. And by that I mean, I actually have him at 100 SC, been running him around, and really trying a lot of different things on him because he's a very interesting character, right? And I didn't really see it at first, right? I knew he was going to be a little just kind of tanky, a bruiser. I was calling him a bruiser just out of the box because I was looking at, projected stats at the time, is just kind of looking at the defense and the fact that he gets to get some damage reduction while he's doing his ability kit, which is flinch proof, so he's going to be able to do it through some of the worst damage, which means he's going to be taking a damage reduction through that if you're using him right. What's really interesting though is what his special does. It gives him a huge cushion of hit points. And then he actually kind of starts playing a little bit like Rem, where she can jack up her hit points way high. Not only that, but he has some healing built in as well, so it makes for a great solo run. He's also just going to take stress off of your healer by doing that, right? And giving himself... he's already at a pretty decent hit point pool, right? But say if you have him to 10,000 hit points... After he transforms, you now have 15,000 hit points. So that actually goes a long way, right? You just got a third more hit points. So, that lasts for a while. His transformation is just awesome. And you're going to continuously get it while his special drops. His special is single target, I do believe. I do recall. To one enemy, right? But the damage cap is at least 100k on it more, so that's cool. Right, I know everybody would have preferred an AoE, really, but you're dropping this thing to unlock his kit, and remember, his damage is kind of random, so all in all, pretty cool considering how tanky he is and how he's going to survive so much. Here's what I've done with mine, and pretty much what I'm doing is I'm balancing how tanky he is against how much damage potential I want him to have, or actually ease of access to damage, right? Specifically, though, what's really cool about this character that he has over Rem is, remember, Rem can get like 30,000 hit points easily and stuff like that, but then she can't heal. Right, so this guy can definitely keep healing, and if you give him something like Revenge Metis, it's going to proc, and you're going to get a huge Metis boost, and then your Proud Force is going to steal more health for you, and when you have a large cushion of hit points, you have more time to steal more health, so it works out well. I highly suggesting putting some Metis ability on him, or Revenge Metis. That's what I'm rocking on this dude, right? Because he has so many hit points to go through typically that Revenge Metis is going to proc somewhere along the way. So he's always going to have a higher mind. That's just always helpful. I give him like the simple crit up. All right, we might as well start with the little stuff. And again, the hit point up and the attack up, these are just kind of like a small compromise. We have some reincarnation just in case, even though I'll use reincarnation because it at least gives you back to half health, right? Because I am rocking Berserker here. We also have time to kick some ass, and that is giving us, physical attack damage 20% buff when the fight starts, so just makes a fast fight even faster, and it's nice to see your damage pumped up by that. I do have hit points here. I think on this character, it's worth it to spend for 4 SC for each of these. 8 SC for, what is it? How many hit points? 15 plus 12. So 27% more hit points for 8 SC. On this character, I think it's worth it because all these hit points are going to get multiplied when you drop your special, and he will be dropping that quick. Proud Force, of course, right? One cool thing about this character too is he comes with Goddess Kiss built in. I do believe Virgil has to pay for it, but this guy doesn't. Skill 1 boost, of course, because his his S1 is so magic. Why wouldn't we boost it up a little bit, right? This is what, just 20% more damage to that, so you're going to be hitting cap easier with your favorite ability that puts in the most work for you. Why not? Revenge Menace, chance to increase mind upon taking damage, right? And since I'm a bruiser and I have a huge hit point bar, I'm going to be taking a lot of damage before I'm dead. And before I die, Revenge Menace is going to go off, and my Proud Force is just going to start healing me more, right? So that's the idea there. Combo Master, of course, it just stacks on his innate abilities that he already has, right? So why not just tack on 20% more power when he gets to a 50-hit combo, when he's trying to get to a high combo in order to max out his damage anyway. Only makes sense, right? Just the simple things that synergize very well with what he already has. Advanced Aim Vitals. Yes, we do have to take this. We do have to pay for Advanced Aim Vitals on this guy. I believe Virgil got Advanced for free, and he had to pay for the other ones. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong. But we do have to pay for him here. 6 SC. That one hurts a little bit. Right. Here's where we get to the important part. Right. I want you guys to, take note that I don't have any Slayers activated here. You are going to want to take a Slayer. And pretty much what I'm doing, I've chosen to leave Berserker on. And what I'm doing is, and Savage Strike, because they're just such huge damage boosts. I don't think Savage Strike makes you miss enough to not justify the 50% more damage. Yeah, that's the way I feel about it. I'm still getting, I've been running it the past couple of days, and I haven't had any problem getting my combos up, getting my damage up. Now, if I was missing every other attack, that'd be a different story. But that doesn't seem to be the case, unless somebody wants to argue that. Please let me know. But Savage Strike seems to be working just fine so far, and that is a 50% boost. But yeah, also we have, remember this guy has Goddess Kiss, and he has Sharp Eyes, right? Sharp Eyes is 50% damage boost, but it costs you a couple MP. But that's okay, because all you have to do is throw 1 or 2 of your basic attacks, and your MP is going to be pretty much full. So, Celestial Mass is something you can take, makes him way harder to kill, and it costs you 3 MP to half the damage that's coming in. That could be worth it on a character like this that just has so many hit points to begin with. This is going to make your hit points last longer, and when you're a 20,000, 30,000 hit point character, that can go a long way, especially when you can just throw a couple basic attacks and get your MP back, right? This character obviously can charge enough MP to keep his Proud Force going. I'm sure he'd have no problem with Celestial Mass, right? And you just got to make sure you can get up to 200 hit MP to drop your transformation when you want to. Shouldn't have any issue doing that. If you're worried about it, spend a couple SC on some MP up, right? But I don't really see a problem with that with this character. Same thing with Virgil, right? If Virgil actually pays for Goddess Kiss, he has no problem getting his MP back up just from doing a couple basic attacks. The damage these guys hit with is so high with their basic attacks that, because the damage, the MP that you steal scales off the damage, you're just going to, fill your MP up instantly. So that is why the ability costs, 11 SC or something like that. Anyway, back to the Slayer. The reason I don't have one is because I have Phone Booth, right? So typically I would take a Slayer to add another 50% damage. And actually, 75% more damage, right? Because Slayer abilities on this character are increased by an extra 50% because he has special boost, if I do recall correctly. If not, feel free to correct me about it. But yeah, so taking a Slayer is a big deal. It's a nice cheat that this character has for 50% more damage. But I'm just running him without that, right? Actually, I was thinking about taking, forget about that, Machine Slayer. Where is it? I could have sworn I've had Machine Slayer. Huh. What is going on here? Why wouldn't all the Slayers be together? Sorcerer Slayer might be nice instead, though. And that way, I can beat up on the robot there for a minute. I must be blind. There's Stone Slayer. Yeah, it's probably up here. Spirit Slayer, Machine Slayer. There we go. Oh, that's right. Machine Slayer only costs 8 instead of 9. Or do they all cost 8? Oh, no. Some Slayers cost 9. Interesting. I don't typically mess with Slayers all that much. But a character like this, like with a character like Randy, who gets more Slayer bonuses, yeah, you're going to want to take advantage of that. And this is one of those characters. He does have special boost, if I recall. And this is going to give me 2 more SC to what? I don't know, get my attack a little bit higher, or just whatever, some more hit points if I could. Doesn't he have special boost? Where is that? Special boost. Anti-type effect plus 50%. So, yeah. And then what? Just 2 more SC? Why not? I already have critical up, right? Here's another interesting thing I've noticed. Obviously, this character, his paid equipment is his accessory slots, which means his accessory slots are pretty much capped out here, right? You're going to just be able to put different weapons on him. I think the reason they did that, because I've always said with Rem, she's always going to continue to get stronger as the game progresses, because accessories, we're constantly getting new accessories, and a lot of them have hit points on them. And like her power will directly scale with how many hit points you put on her, because her hit points get manipulated, right? So I don't know, a year from now, if they drop an accessory that gives you 5,000 more hit points or something stupid, Rem's gonna just have a fucking field day with that. Well, this guy's not going to be able to take it to that level, because he's just kind of cut off from accessories, right? Unless you don't have his paid gear, and then obviously you're going to just want like to put any accessory you can on him. And accessories that manipulate his hit points are like just a sure, easy bet, right? Yeah, they're going to make him stronger. They're going to give you that bigger cushion of hit points. So, that's how I suggest running this character. Just, line up your Slayer. Make sure you're critting. The big, expensive abilities that I took all the way down here. Let's see. I took Fire Attack off, because why would you? You're getting 20% more damage for 10 SC when you can pretty much get something that's giving you damn near 50% damage or 30% to everything with Berserker. There's even... Oh my goodness, what is it called? That Ifrit ability that does damage to you. We could probably even rage out on that. That way we're doing more applicable damage to everybody, not just a certain type. Even though this guy does have anti-type damage already, he has like Slayers built in, right? We're talking about, potentially taking extra Slayers on top of that. I have that Machine Slayer on just so we can see the machine get just KO'd. But yeah, there was Spirit of Ifrit or something like that. I think it has similar to a Berserk effect. Maybe I'll mess with that later. I do believe it gives you a damage boost on top of that, on top of you taking damage. Regardless, I took Fire Critical Rise because, he's doing all fire attacks, so this isn't increasing his crit by 5% and crit power by 50. So I thought that was worth it. I have Fire Attack Rise 2, but if you don't have access to this, definitely you have 15 SC now to play with to make up 30% damage. You should be able to do that. There just might be some limitations on that damage, like per type or something of that nature. But I just left the Fire Attack Rise 2 on, just to make it kind of easier. It's a nice simple build, right? And it's easy to change things up. I can take that Slayer off. I can put Phone Booth on if I want, more SC, the 30%, or not 30%, 30 SC to your kit and 10% to your special. Special is pretty important to these heroes because it unlocks their Devil Driver ability, right? So phone booth, it's like they made phone booth fit these characters very well, or they made these characters fit phone booth very well. Just because phone booth might be worth it to them and it's not worth it to other heroes is what I'm saying. Just because the special gauge 10% is actually worth something to these heroes, and for other heroes, your special gauge is usually just giving you a special that's just doing a little bit of damage. For some heroes, it's kind of underwhelming. But these heroes, their special actually unlocks their full potential and just gives them an amazing buff, right? So it's a little bit different. The special gauge plus 10% is just more valuable to them. Yeah. Another thing I have noticed after running these characters, Virgil can definitely benefit from the Nier Automata ability. I'm trying to think of the name of it. What is it? It gives you skill recharge 100% for like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds, something like that. I've just been kind of messing around with that because pretty much you can drop that right when you drop your special, and your kit is charged. Or, I mean, sorry, let me rephrase that. After you drop your special and you dump all your kit and you run out of abilities to throw, right? You still have, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds left of your transformation and you don't have any more skills to throw. Well, then you use that skill salve or whatever it's called, and it gives you SCT recovery plus 100% for like the next 20 seconds. So you're going to be dropping your skills left and right as fast as, I mean, it's going to make them charge super quick. So effectively, you're going to be able to get a bunch more skills in that 30-second time span when you have your DB buff on and you're getting double the hit count and you're getting absurd damage. So yeah, that is an ability that we typically, other heroes aren't going to be able to take advantage of that. But Virgil can. I haven't really tried it out with this hero because he's more of like the bruiser. So like I said, and here I'm more or less balancing damage between how tanky I want him to be. And again, if I really wanted to, I could take some of the hit points off of him and I could just take a Slayer on top of all this, right? Or another Slayer or whatever. We still have our Machine Slayer, right? Yeah, we chose that instead of the oh no. We chose the Machine Slayer instead of hold on, folks. We're going to press the magic button and it's going to fix everything. I get carried away. I walk away from the internet, damn it. All the routers in the world couldn't help me. So yeah. Here we go. Minimal Slayers. I should have taken a Sorcerer Slayer. But still, starting out with 16,000 hit points. Yo, that's pretty dope, right? Oh, and the damage ain't bad either. Yeah, that robot's getting wrecked. We did transform, that's right. I couldn't tell because we have all of our MP back already just from doing a couple basic attacks. And they're starting to die. And us two probably will finish this guy off. Right, and remember when I'm transformed, while I'm using my skills, I'm taking 30% less damage on top of everything. So, pretty cool. Oh, Machine Slayer putting in work with that extra 50% on top of that from that special boost. Here's the S3 that never stops. And one of our machine buddies is gone. And we got just enough MP back to transform again. So he's definitely a great hero. I'm digging that he is fire element. I'm going to have a lot of fun with him in my fire parties now. He is the fire party now, for sure. Oh, a mage. I mean, also, put Hydra Shell on him or something if you're up against a ton of magic damage. You're always going to have MP to cast any simple support spell that he might need without having to like burden your healer with it. It depends on what support character you're taking. Obviously, if you have a healer that already has that and can do all that in the kit, you're going to want to use that. But if you're running other setups, right, it's nice to have a character that already can just replenish his MP so easy, is what I'm saying. So let's target this mage. That special is doing pretty decent single target damage, I have noticed. So he's got that going for him. I have said, though, and I will stick with this, I don't think it would have killed them to give this guy true dual wield. That's all I'm saying. Leave me a comment. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't think it would have broke last Cloudia to give this guy true dual wield. What do you think? Because I was actually kind of surprised that he didn't have true dual wield. I don't know. I just was. Am I tripping for that? We'll use our Council of 10. Right? Because we did not bring that phone booth. That kind of does make a difference. We're just kind of using our innate human slayer. And now we are actually using the machine slayer we brought. So this level is technically harder than the ogre. This last wave is. These things are really damn tanky. They also, everything here has fire resistance, like 50%. So he's doing fairly good here. Right, I'm sure he could just absolutely go destroy the ogre real quick. No problem at all. Heart of the Temple on hard. These things have a fire resistance as well. I think the birds have 50%. The ogre has like 70. I don't know. We'll go straight into that demon form. No phone booth, so we're not charged. So we're going to use Council of 10 already. We might have to survive some of these damn birds. But look at that. The ogre got smashed to shit. They couldn't interrupt us, which is great. Yeah, obviously that berserk paid off. She's doing great damage. And we are handicapped one slayer spot because there's no machines here. Right? So that's 50% more damage that I could have brought to either the birds or the ogre just by switching out the slayer. Or we could have brought phone booth, right? And we could have started with our ability kit charged without having to drop this UR arc. Which is a great arc, by the way, because these heroes are soldier types. Yeah. And it has a bonus based on those types, so it's just a great arc for them. So yeah, that was nice and easy. Anyway, this is what I think of Nero. He is awesome. I've been needing a new fire unit to build, so I'm very happy with this one. I like how he plays different. Taking a slice of life from Rem, and I really dig that, right? At the same time, Virgil is still up here. It's been hard to get him out of the damn party, really. Running these heroes together, though, I ran them in tower. Let me tell you something. I was like, you know what? Tower's up. I got to go through it just to get like the lapis, right? That's right. There's lapis up here. I got some lapis. I completely forgot about that. I might as well throw that stuff. Oh no. Oh, maybe the internet's telling me no. Don't throw the lapis. Yeah, this isn't paid lapis that we got, that's for sure. But it's like, man, which character would I prefer to get bonuses on? That is a tough one. I gotta give it up for Big Daddy Virgil. Like, I can't even... Oh, Oh no, what? Is the internet telling me I made the wrong choice? No. No, I gotta give it up for Big Daddy Virgil. We need a dupe of you, bro. We'll take two. We'll run you all day. He's just such an awesome character to run. Such a strong ability. Uh, I can't even wait. I haven't been this excited about actually building a character in a while. I can't even wait to. Uh, damn, would have been nice to get a red at the end there. Cannot wait to get more shards of him because I need like 600 more just to fully finish him. You know what? That got me geeked up. I at least want to see a red, right? Am I right? And we had the whole gang with us and everything. Oh, this is disastrous. Oof. Alright, that was brutal. Last Cloudia give Lapis, and last Cloudia taketh Lapis away, and give you a couple of... Oh, one yellow at the end? Oh, it's a setup. It was rigged. It was stolen. The gotcha was rigged, damn it. Well... Nah, I don't think I'm going to be that sort of a loser about it. I'm okay. Would have been cool. Definitely would not mind having these heroes at like plus 20. That would just be dope. And just getting to tack on another, 20-30% damage ability onto a hero like Virgil that's doubling those attacks already. That's just a huge difference. And that's the one thing that I will say about these heroes is once the collabs are gone, you can't get prisms for them to power them up. Balin, you're always going to be able to power up, right? So I could see them potentially making these heroes maybe a little bit stronger than their last Cloudia counterparts, but only if you can fully get all the prisms for them, which you can't unless you're just going to Mega Whale for them, right? Because, I've even went into the banner. I've thrown in some loot. And my Virgil's at like a plus 10, plus 11, something like that, right? So, yeah. Am I going to go all in and pull 5 more? Hell no, I'm not. It's just, no, it's so wasteful at that point. It's kind of effing stupid. But then your collab character, like once the collab is gone, that's where they're locked in. That is where their power is. And there's nothing you can do about it. Now, Last Cloudia has never given us a chance to get prisms for collab heroes. They need something somewhere where you can go in there and do that. So people that got collab characters at least have some sort of hope of prisming those heroes out someday without having to put a Visa card in. I don't know. Or what if you got a hero right at the very end of a collaboration, right? What if you only had a few hours to pull, you got the hero, and you're like, cool, I have a hero that caps out at, 80, 90 SC or something. Is there any way I could ever get this hero to 100 SC? Because right now it's looking like no, you cannot. So maybe they'll do something about that, but probably not in the near future. Anybody hears anything about that, please let me know. I would definitely be trying to get some more prisms for Big Daddy Virgil. And now, of course, they have incorporated them into like lap 4, right? But this is what? It's like $100 just to get to lap 4, and then each step you'll start getting a prism, or like each other step you'll start getting a prism. So realistically, like this character would not be maxed unless I had at least another, or unless I wanted to at least put another $100 into them, and that is just, it's the system they have, and it's pretty stupid. That's all I'm gonna say, because that, at that point, most people look at their character and they're like, you know what? Having a character that's at plus 12 bonus instead of plus 20, okay, I can live with that, right? Where's my Balin at? Where's Balin at? Balin's at a plus 4, right? So would you look at that? You can say Balin's stronger than Virgil, but my Balin is not. My Balin is not stronger than my Virgil. just because my Balin's only at a +4 and my Virgil's at a +12. Alright, 8 more SC is like a free Berserk ability, which is only like, oh, I don't know, 30% more damage to everything that you do, with a little bit of hit point drain that he can manage no problem. So, yeah, 8 SC is a big deal. Or it's an extra Slayer. It's an extra, Slayer to take somewhere. Or damn near a phone booth, if you want to look at it that way. Right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. I've definitely been enjoying this collaboration. These heroes, they're dope. They're fun. Had a blast in Tower. Yeah, I was going to go up to the Ray level and just get the Lapis and stuff. The Lapis that you guys just watched me blow. And with these Devil May Cry heroes in the party, and I only spent like 5 minutes setting both of them up. I didn't maximize my build at all. But man, they just blew past Ray completely. Before I even knew it, I was like 10 floors higher than that before I called it a night. And I could not believe how easy Ray went down, just compared to the last party that I had in my tower team. I mean, these guys just absolutely wrecked Ray. So it was just nice to see. There's definitely some power creepage going on in LC with this collab. I think they did good. I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Later, everybody. Have a good night.